Welcome back. It's the Gutsy Entrepreneur. The world is yours. If you look around, everything that was created, everything that you use, everything from your shoes to your socks to the table to this device that you're listening in on, to your headphones, to the programs that run this device, to the airplanes, the cars, the streets, even the government and the systems that we use today was built by man. The world is yours. The world is yours. Everything around you was built by a man, no greater, no smarter than you. The world is yours. Think about it. Look around you. From the tables, the chairs, the buildings, the houses, the roof, the curtains, the blinds, the mailbox, everything around you. The watch that you have on, the jewelry that you have on, your glasses, your hat, the TV, your PlayStation, anything you use in this modern world was built by a man, no smarter than you, no greater than you. A man that bleeds the same way you do, a man that breathes the same way you do, a man that shits the same way that you do. So the world is yours, but in order to claim what's yours, in order to claim your birthright, in order to claim what's rightfully yours and what rightfully belongs to you, you must have purpose. Purpose is what drives us. Purpose is what controls us, is what moves us. And today, we have a lot of people who are lacking purpose. We have a lot of people who are lacking drive. We have a lot of people who do not understand the way the world works. And rightfully so, we live in a very comfortable world today. Our world is extremely comfortable. Think about it. Naval said this in one of his podcasts. A poor person in the first world country of today lives far better than a aristocrat during Napoleon's time in France. So we live in a very comfortable world. And this is what's hurting a lot of people, because in order to do something big, you have to be uncomfortable. In order to change, you have to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, and you yourself have to be in an uncomfortable situation. We like to think that humans are favorable to change. Actually, we are averse to change, and we only change when we have to. People only change when something dramatic happens, when they keep bumping their head up against the wall and what they're trying to do doesn't work. So we live in a comfortable world where it's very hard to be uncomfortable, and to change and to do something big, you have to be uncomfortable. It just doesn't work if you are comfortable. But the world is yours, and it's for the taking. Everything you see around you is for the taking. What you want is for the taking. You just have to learn how to grab it. But in order to grab it, you have to develop a why. Everyone needs their why. Everyone needs their purpose, their why they're getting up in the bed every morning, why they're working so hard, why are they setting this goal, why do they want to reach this goal, why are they making sacrifices and thinking long term. Everyone needs their why. You need your why. In order to accomplish something, you need a why. You need something that drives you. You need focus. Because a why is going to help you get through tough times. A why is going to help you sacrifice when you don't want to. A why is going to help you give up the things that you don't want to give up. A why is going to help you continue to go through hard times when you can easily revert back to your old ways. A why is going to help you change and develop habits. A why is going to get you into uncomfortable situations and make you do things that you don't want to do in order for you to grow, in order for you to become the person that you want to be, so you can be able to make the money and build the business that you want and live the lifestyle that you dream about. That's what a why is going to do. You can't do that being comfortable. You can't do that when you're feeling discouraged and you don't have the energy to move on, or at least you feel as though you don't have the energy to move on. Only your will and your why will help you. It is extremely important to develop a why, because it comes a time in your life when you must really analyze what you've been doing and what type of legacy you want to leave. Some people, they don't want to leave a legacy. Some people, they just want to live their life in hedonism, and that's it. When they go, they go. And that's okay. You can live a mediocre life and you can do mediocre things, and you can have mediocre resources, but as we are further into this technological world, being mediocre isn't okay. You have to go above and beyond. And in order to go above and beyond, you need a why. You need a why. You need a reason. You need a purpose. In order to accomplish anything, even if it's just making $100,000 a year, you need a why. Because these things are extremely difficult. I don't think people understand how difficult it is to just make $40,000 or $50,000 a year without any job, without any system, government, or job helping you, giving you that salary. You just out on your own, creating a business or creating the income yourself in some type of way, through a business, through something. But even to do that with $40,000, $50,000, and $50,000 is just average. That's what the average American makes, is $50,000. That's what the average individual American makes. But to make that on your own without any job, to create a job, to create a income source that gives you that, or different income sources that gives you that, is extremely difficult. It's not easy. It's not. And it is my humble opinion that it takes the same amount of energy to do something big as you would do something small. Small business owners are not working harder than big business owners, okay? They're probably, working just as hard. It takes the same amount of energy to do something big as it would to do something small. The difference is scale and knowledge, or knowledge of scale, but mainly knowledge. But in order to do something, you need a why, you need a purpose, you need something that drives you. You may not feel like it's important to leave a mark. You might feel that it's okay to be average. You might feel that it's okay to just work your job and stay out the way. But you have to understand that if you want to live an average life, you're going to get average results. So do not get angry with anyone when you realize you have unfulfilled potential. That's what a lot of, especially men, go through, is unfulfilled potential. The onus of man is unfulfilled potential. Man's biggest onus is unfulfilled potential. Because when you get around 30, 40, you start to really assess yourself very critically. And that's when it's crunch time. Like, you can't play any games. So you really start to be honest with yourself and ask yourself tough questions. What have I been doing? What do I have? What have I been working for? What have I accomplished? Especially when you have people in your peer group who went through the same background as you, but accomplished more than you. It really brings frustration. But you have to understand, you don't have a why. You don't have a purpose. In order to fulfill your potential, you need to have a purpose. In order to leave a legacy, to leave something. What are people going to say about you when you die? What are you going to hand down to your kids, if you have any? Maybe you don't, but what are you going to hand down to your family members? What mark are you going to leave? You have no power? Yeah, I understand why. Because you don't have any financial power to pay anybody, to support anybody, to do anything. Develop your why. Develop it. Search for it. Crave it, want it, and then embrace it. Like, share, subscribe, but definitely stay vigilant.